Morning. My name is Glenn. I'm the geezer for the day. On the geezer channel, was digging a foundation. Now we're going to do a little maintenance on the old Kubota. It's starting to run real bad again. I think I got moisture in the fuel somehow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on it. It's a coal fill R12T. It's a water separator. Kubotas are not known for their fuel filters. They're pretty crappy, actually. So what I'm going to do is, there's one up on the motor and then there's one in a terrible spot up by the fuel tank. But I'm going to mount it right here. I'm going to take these two bolts out, put a little bracket right here, and mount that filter. But first thing I got to do is I got to siphon all the fuel out of it. So unfortunately it's pretty much full, and it's been raining here for 2 days. Not quite full, but it's up there. So hang out, I'm gonna siphon some fuel up. That's definitely a slow siphon. So let's go pull the fuel filter out. So this is a 10mm bolt right here. I just loosened it. I'm going to keep this bracket on here because I'm going to put a new fuel filter on that spot. It'll be after that water oil separator. But I took the clamp off this top one. Once I get done siphoning, I want to use the pump on the tractor and pump it into a jar and see what kind of fuel's in there. So now I need to go get a jar. Let me go get a glass jar. I want something that's 3 inches. 3 inches by probably 3 plus. Well, looking at this, I don't need to bend it, just needs to be a straight up piece. So if I go 3.5, just bolt it, that'll be just fine. Okay, now we gotta go find a piece of metal. My jug is only quarter full, so I got time to run up and find a piece of metal. I don't know if I have one in my garage or not. What is that right there? Wow, that's kind of heavy. Don't need that. Now let's just go up to the top of the garage. That's too heavy. That might work right there. Oh yeah. Yep. On my little piece. It's about 3 inches by 3 inches. This way. Now let me go make sure that's what we want. So, take her up to 4. So I watched Puddin's shop, and he suggested Blackhawk 4.5-inch cutoff wheels. Wow, what a difference. They last a lot longer than your Home Depot or Harbor Freight. They're much better blades. But Puddin's Fab Shop is the one that told me about him, watching his videos. All right. Here we go. First it's cold, now it's hot. some of the rust off of it. I'm gonna go figure out where that first bolt hole is gonna go. Kind of roughed them out. Oops. Where they need to be. Okay, that's what my little bracket looks like. Okay, let's see if we can get them bolts off. Let's go get an impact for that. Oh, man. The old Milwaukee will take that off. Tighter than they look. Got paint on them from the backside. They obviously go all the way through. You can see paint on the back of the threads. Okay. Let me go check my siphoning. Okay. Much bigger bolt. So, gotta go drill them out with a much bigger bit. I think one of these bolts I was guessing at 1/2 inch. These are not 1/2 inch. Take a little off that bottom, set in the other bolt. So it's hitting right here, so I need to take just a little bit out of that corner. That'll fit. So now let's go drill the little holes. Oh yeah, I gotta cut this corner off just a little bit. Be right back. See that? Alright. See if it fits now. Ooh, I didn't think about the thickness of them bolts. I'm gonna have to get a couple little push it out spacers. My battery's dead. Of course, it's dead. Let's see what kind of fuel's in this thing. Oh, there's no place to get your hand in there. Try and and get over to the key. Nothing. Come on. Guess I did siphon her dry. Looks like good diesel. It sure isn't pumping either. I wonder if that other fuel filter, one that they put up above the, up in the frame. I don't know, that looks good to me, so I don't know. Went right back with what the factory had for that. They don't give you a lot of room on these things. Okay. So how we're going to do this, maybe, okay. How we're going to do this is, I went ahead and put this back to factory. It's a new filter going up to the fuel pump. So I'm going to take the back fuel filter way back there in a bad spot. I'm going to put that in there, hook a new hose, run it all the way up to this filter, and then from this filter it'll go back to the fuel pump. So I'll get rid of that little bitty short hose back there, and it'll go through this before it goes through the fuel pump. So should all work good. Should. So I gotta go get my battery for my Milwaukee. The Milwaukee is out. So that Milwaukee's just the best tool for taking things off. Man, that thing's incredible. Took a while, but it's in there. I know that one does not have the torque that I need for a frame like that, so we're gonna put a little more torque on it. Greasy. Oh, man. That's tight. Wow. That's even with my extension, my long breaker bar. So I guess that's tight enough. Yep. Now this will go in here like this. But like I said, I'm gonna have to have something extended out. Be right back. See how close that one is. Does not look like it's touching, so I think we're all right. She's on there. That's all installed. Looks good. Be able to keep the fuel lines out of the way. Pretty happy with that. Now let's go look at this one that I dislike the most. I'm gonna get my fuel line ready, so I don't want to dig up under there but once. All right, put this up here for now. Here's a fuel filter. She's all closed. Run over that. Lower the frame there. It's got to come back to there, so. If I can get it to go back there. Try it from this side then. It'll work like that. Sure, I'll leave enough there. There we go. Okay. Run it like this. Actually, I'll pull it all the way up. Because this one goes to that dreaded fuel filter that's just my pain in my cahootie. Okay. And as you can tell, you see that fuel filter up in here? Try and get to that part right in there is not easy to get your pliers in there and pull it apart. So break that one. So I get everything away because I got to go from this line back here to the fuel filter back to this pump. This is the electric pump right there. So see if we can. Oh, there. That gives us a little more room. Let's see if we can get that stupid little clamp off of there. What engineer would do this? Come on. Got it back. Let's pull this one off because this one's coming off anyway. It's on top. Of course it is. Oh, that's impossible. Why would they do that? I'd pull the fuel pump off to get the clamp because it's upside down. It won't twist. Nope. It's just a flat ass nope. Slightly moved. That's just what I needed to do. There's one stuck fuel line. I just gotta find my clamp I had. Man, they just don't give you any room in here. know where to grab it. And I wish I could just get to it. Makes life so much easier. Okay, got the old clamp off. If I could just get two hands up there to push this in there, that would be sweet. But I can't. Just no room. Let's see if we can hold the hose and shove it all the way on there. Almost. Okay, I got it. I just got to tighten up that clamp. I just can't believe an engineer would do this. Actually, I do. Engineers aren't on my favorite list. They can do some incredible things, but there are other times it's like, what the hell were they thinking? Like this. Can't even get to the fuel filter, and you're supposed to change them regularly. Okay, that one's in. Thank goodness. And the only way to get the hose off is to take the fuel filter off, because they decided to have it go up on top in the wrong size. It's not a 10. Come on, baby. Twist. There, we got it. Almost. Now I can get it, I hope. There, that's off. Come on off there, baby. Oh man, that is a tight bugger. Yeah, that's how it usually goes around here. Alright, I got it done. Whew. Crap on there. Diesel on the battery. Good thing. All right, I got it done. I'll show you what I got done. These are the fuel lines. I'll put a little plastic where it goes, because something sharp there. And then I just put it in there. You can see this is the one coming back from the fuel filter. It goes right into the fuel pump. And then up underneath there, way up in there, is where I connect the two fuel lines, because the engineer decided that's the best place for it. Got all the zip ties on it. I have not looked up here. Actually, it looks pretty darn good. Well, that's how you put a fuel filter on a Kubota. Alright, I'm back. I just don't like how that turned out. So I'm going to take this all back apart. I'm going to bend this down and then back up so it doesn't have to have those on there. So that's what I'm doing now. I think I'm gonna have to get the rams out of the way. I'm gonna have to start it. Lift the bucket. Okay. Try this again. Okay. Thought I'd bring out one of my smaller crescent wrenches. And just right here, bend it back up. Not working as well as I thought it would. Get a smaller crescent wrench, so I may take a smaller bite of that. That looks a lot better. I'm going to put the two washers back there just for a little bit of spacing. Knock my one bolt out of its little four-way. I don't have those big nuts back in there. dripping diesel fuel. That's not cool. Oh, it's not tight. I can see light between the bolts down there, so that's good. All right, that's that. So I'll put back together. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, but thanks for watching.